That is fucking crazy. Yeah. It's like, you know, I took one fucking day off and then everything just started collapsing or something. You know what I mean?
Hey, slow down!
Is this guy fucking serious?
There's a
No,
chase.
he's in a police chase.
Oh. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck was that?
So I read up on the report with so what happened initially, because it says something about some of these charges kind of scuffed too, like something about like there was a bank robbery inside New Babylon.
Yeah, so members of New Babylon were drunk off their face, like absolutely on cocaine. They were like high and drunk, and they believed that one of their trailers was a bank, and they were holding their other members hostage. And they like had like rolled cash. I don't know where they got it from, but they were stealing that. And they were like basically telling us that they needed to get free passage and no spike strips.
And they all had muskets out.
Yeah, they all had muskets out. They were holding their other members at gunpoint.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, and they said it, so it sounded like they initially said it was a play, but it wasn't a play.
I mean, Harry Brown said he thought it was a prank and didn't realize it was real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then how did that go from there to, like, did we chase him or like?
Yeah, we gave him a chase.
Yeah.
They got in a truck. Lang requested a truck. He got in the truck and left with like Jesus and another person.
Michael Bazin.
That's it. They went into the East Joshua Hills, just off the train tracks.
Yeah.
And then shot at Jimbo.
So we were in the car.
Oh my God.
We managed to pit them into a wall. We weren't even aggressive. We just managed to get them against a wall. And because we were able to hold them there, their car disabled. They all got out and started to run. However, Lang, I think it was, turned around and started shooting at Jimbo with the musket. So we shot him down. We went after Jesus because he pulled out a gun but put it away. And then as we were running after Jesus, Michael Buzzing opened fired on Jimbo too. So we took him down as well.
Me and Gregory chased Jesus through the Alamo Sea. Peach pulled out a boat. Jesus got on the boat, pulled out a golf club, started whacking Peach. So me and Gregory shot down Jesus.
You guys are going to hell.
Why did we chase him? Because the guns, right? Unlawful detainment or whatever.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. But then how did that have anything to do with the hospital situation, or was that separate?
No.
Yeah, so well,
Kind of?
We're not like we
Really?
were at the hospital because of New Babylon.
Yeah, but
And then
the
that
whole there was a 911 from Babylon. So McNulty responded in Air 1. Got there, found Charlie on the ground with Edgar and Elena around her, and that's kind of where that started.
So how did CJ go down? During the situation or separate?
Separate, like while the whole New Babylon chase shootout was happening.
Yep.
A few of them took a separate chase up to Polito, stemming from the same thing, and they went down, and then they refused medical from the EMS on scene, even though they'd been shot.
That's
and then it became a whole thing. And then for some reason, Speedy
I whispered that
an
again.
EMS with an ambulance and a patient in the back, hostage in Polito, brought it to the scene.
I'm going to pull back on it once we
and
find out what's going on with the EMS
he
stuff.
got shot
But
down.
till then,
I
we're
think,
going to
for
play
running
into
over
it.
Jimbo. I'm unsure on that. I wasn't there. But then there was a patient in
Yeah,
the
it
back.
was.
She is probably going to sue.
Who is?
I don't know who. There was a patient in the back of the ambulance that Speedy stole, and officers shot at it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
Wait,
don't
the
know.
LSPD
who
gets
the-
sued big time.
So Speedy. Wait, so did Speedy
He
stole an
tried to
ambulance?
steal an ambulance, even though they refused medical.
Yeah, he took like an EMS hostage and tried to take the ambulance with the patient and the EMS in it.
during
And then
the
me and
CJ
Bean-
situation or during the
No,
bank robbery one?
So, the bank robbery one.
Okay.
So it was like part of the same thing. And then me and Bean went to CMC to get the statement from the EMS that was held hostage in Polito by Speedy. Once we had done that, McNulty went to go help Edgar and Princess, who had a downed CJ at New Babylon, transported her to CMC with them via helicopter because she was like dead or dying. And they come running in the emergency room while me and Bean are talking to EMS. And they're like, please help, she's dying, she's dying. And Helen goes, I can't do medical on her, take her to Dr. Payne. And Eleanor goes, I can do a better job than Dr. Payne. And they leave and Helen follows them. And then I hear the other EMS on the radio saying 78, there's a EMS being held up. Me and Bean run out. They're holding up Helen, take her into the surgery suite, and make her perform surgery on CJ.
So who did the surgery on CJ?
Helen and Elena. Helen the EMS.
Oh.
At gunpoint
Yeah,
by
at
Edgar.
gunpoint.
Is she good? Is she alive? Is she walking?
Yeah,
Stable,
no one got
last
hurt. They surrendered after the surgery.
Oh, so
CJ
CJ's
was-
up and walking?
No, she's admitted to the
She's in
ICU. And
Gotcha,
the two
okay.
suspects surrendered after the situation.
Oh, and that's why they're on hold, because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, when
Wait, does that mean Edgar's dead?
No.
No,
Well, because his plea deal... No, because his correct me if I'm wrong, but when he took, like, in his last court case, he stated that if he gets convicted again, he's getting the death penalty. Am I wrong about that?
Is it for murder though? Because it might be for murder. I don't know if is it for any heinous.
I don't remember, but
I'll have to
like
look it
I
up.
vaguely remember this. I could be wrong, but
Well, they're on a hold, and
Yep.
we're going to be pushing human trafficking.
makes sense.
When I was doing negotiations with Edgar, he was screaming at someone down the phone, saying something like, tell Lang he's got no tree pass or something like that.
Oh, yeah, there's beef.
He's got
Oh
huge beef with them.
shit! Oh my god, North and South Babylon. Here we go.
I think it is like partly because of the bank incident, right? Like Lang got high out of his mind, caused all of Babylon, 12 Babylonians to get arrested. And then while that's happening, CJ's, I think I heard someone say she fell out of a helicopter. I think either Elena
CJ
or
fell
Edgar
out
said
of a
it.
helicopter.
I heard someone say that. I can't remember who or when, but that was what I think the reason was that she was injured in the first place. And then one big thing, after Princess surrendered, I took her out into the hallway and she randomly just said to me that if I have people I care about in this city and want to keep myself safe, I should take a vacation this weekend because New Babylon hasn't got the best technology, but they're great at assessing threats.
Oh no!
They're aware of an impending something
There
happening
is.
this weekend.
I don't. Okay, that's interesting. Oh god damn it. Okay.
Oh, one small thing. Well, it's kind of a big thing. When I was when the whole fucking shootout was happening up north, I was kind of like near Babylon, seeing what McNulty, if he was okay.
Yeah.
And a giant, I swear to God, I've never seen a fucking bigger plane, but it was like a gigantic fucking stealth bomber flew overhead,
It looks like it's a British bomber.
like a triangle thing.
Yep. It's tied to the Faces.
Yeah, it didn't drop any bombs, but it flew over. and then I didn't see that
Here's what you know the bunker. Get cameras up after storm. Keep them up. from here on forward.
Okay, I have to sign the warrant though, right?
No, fuck the warrant shit. That don't, like, we don't need a warrant unless it's on private property.
Well, it's
And-
private property.
It's a tree.
Yeah, no,
And
you're good.
that there
right, I'll
are
do that.
some things where people might like kick a fuss about, but they can suck a dick and sue us. We'll get case law put into place if need be. Record it. Authorized by. Not every time you take it out, just like X camera is this timestamp. So, man, I need to hold back my pissed offness since we have no access to any of the marshal reports or any writings on it.
I think Princess might be like tired of what's going on in New Babylon. Like she seemed really pissed about the whole like beef that was going on, and she seemed like the fact that she told me that I should be careful.
Yeah, she wanted
I
to
feel
fucking
like
turn herself
she-
in yesterday, even though she's been like ordered not to.
Wait, ordered not to turn herself in?
Yes.
Yeah, Edgar.
Yeah.
Edgar told her he had
Well,
Veronica at gunpoint at that point.
She was on the phone with someone. Hang on, real quick, some more context. She was on the phone with someone, and she came into the room and then said to Edgar, "We're being told to turn ourselves in and let CJ go into the ICU or something." And then he started ordering her, "No, you're going to get out of here with CJ." And then eventually it turned into, "Okay, Princess, you're going to get out of here, and CJ's going to go into the ICU." And then she said, "Okay." And then she walked out and turned herself in when Edgar couldn't see her.
Oh. Okay. Oh man, this is a fucking shit
I
show.
Lang and Edgar have some beef though, because while that was all going on inside the hospital, as we were about to leave, before they surrendered themselves, Lang 911 from prison that Edgar had a whole ambush ready outside the hospital for us, even though that wasn't true.
And he said he was going to leave and take everyone down with him.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, that's what the 911 said.
There is some additional context. So keep in mind that what I'm about to tell you is like a lot of speculation, right? Oh, god damn it. What I'm about to say is like speculation,
Get
right?
gas and repair at the same time.
Yeah, it's a good idea. None of this is like corroborated, and that this needs to stay in this car, or among high command. Ruby and Frost are aware of this, as I did have an opportunity to have a chat with them Wednesday night. So I had a very long conversation with Lang, and he didn't give me anything specifically concrete, right? Obviously. But he alluded to a fact that some of the people that are living in New Babylon used to work for the Faceless. And you might recall, like, I think 2 weeks ago or whatever, there was like the bombing. And we marked it as the Faceless, though there's no like direct correlation outside of buzzards, right? Which has been a whole other thing, right? Is like, when do we know it's Faceless and when we not know, right? Because some of the reports are just like, it's Faceless. And even though, like, you can make an assumption, but it's hard to know for certain. But let's say it was 2 weeks ago. And then there was another situation about like a couple days back, right? Where Faceless attacked again. The day I spoke to Lang, which was Wednesday evening, or Wednesday afternoon, like 5 p.m. or some shit like that. Speedy was wrapped up in gauze, and this was like the day after this Faceless attack, quote unquote. And he told me, or alluded to, right, that someone or some people in there were part of the Faceless. They cut ties, and the Faceless was mad at them for it, hence the bombings.
Yeah.
There was also, you know, that bunker showing up, right? And based on what you're saying, my theory right now is, what if they're gonna fucking bomb that shit? There's more to this too, but we got like a minute, hence the, you know, I'm short-circuited right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Some crazy shit could happen this weekend then if she was warning us about this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she. At first, I thought she was talking about New Babylon, but she said to get a vacation for the weekend out of the city.
But part of the problem here too is that there's like a lot of things like intersecting, right? You got New Babylon, you got you know, this Faceless shit, right? But then that's also there's stuff revolving around the fire starters, which is kind of like, this is part of the conversation I had before I was off with Ruby, is you got Faceless, which is also tied with the fire starters, which is also, there's people that are putting propaganda out between these groups. There's then the situation with the marshals. Everything's colliding, and some of it might be, let's talk after storm. So
Yeah, that's good.
Why are you guys getting out?
No reason. No reason to be worried, Maeve.
we're gonna die.
I think we're gonna die.
Keep running, Maeve! Find somewhere safe.
I need to like cook. Wait a minute. If Lang, if they're fucking at each other's throat. Oh my God, I forgot. I spoke to Lang about the cannibal shit. Bro, why did I take off yesterday? Actually, I'm glad I took off yesterday, because maybe if I was around yesterday, it wouldn't have gotten too crazy, and I'm glad it got crazy. I spoke to Lang. We had the third book come in. We had the second book come in. And the second book I spoke to Lang about. And I asked him about the cannibalism. I asked him about, you know, the, if there's a traitor. And I told him we needed to talk more. And I believe that these books are written by someone with the Faceless. I think the Faceless put someone inside New Babylon, and they created like this whole situation. And because there was no DNA, well, there was DNA, but the DNA doesn't come back to anybody. So that means that this writer is someone that's probably a clean or a sieve, because it doesn't make any sense that the way shit's written in there, because I've never seen the cannibalism, and this seemed very tailored for Brian, right? Like, because a big reason for Sanguine was cannibalism and shit. But it doesn't make any sense that someone who had all these issues continues to stay in. It's almost like they're telling Nick Nolte and Knight to go shut down New Babylon. And who has interest in doing so more than anyone else? Faceless. Oh my God, there might have been DNA. You're right. I'm gonna check all that. I think it's Delver too. Yeah, I actually think it's Delver as well. And so now I'm wondering if some of this is causing a rift, because you have Faceless asset. Oh my God, wait a minute. What if it was Edgar's people that did it? Because if Lang... Negative, positive. He burnt the book, or was it Speedy? Oh God, we need to... I don't know. It's a lot of speculation right now. So, burnt a blueprint. That was likely Speedy. Hence why he's bandaged. Edgar may not have and continues to be a Faceless asset. We know this also because this ties back to Fudge Lane. Wait. I can't go. I almost spilled something. I need to have a conversation with somebody. There's reasons that okay. Okay. And then what happened to CJ? Fell out of a helicopter. But why? That I don't think is related. But no, it is, because she said stay away on the weekend. Why? Which might be why Lang is shit-faced and created a conflict. Is that tied with this? Something happened that resulted in this and resulted in the conflict, all of which ended up in some kind of disagreement. Oh my God. And that must have started Wednesday night. Because Wednesday night, Babylon got attacked again. This and our convo and perhaps some other events may have led to Lang getting shit-faced, there being conflict. Maybe we kicked off. We need to fuck, and I told him that we were going to speak again next day, but that actually, I don't think so, because no, I don't think Wednesday night and the convo kicked this off, because he was pretty chilled out when I said, I want to use your medical services, and he said, fine. We talked about a common enemy being the Faceless. Speedy's been attacked. They got attacked again. The CJ thing seems like a bit of an anomaly. And maybe they fucking put her in a plane and dropped her off, but why though? That doesn't make any sense. No, this has to be Faceless. Because why was she thrown out of a plane to begin with? Unless this is like unrelated. Like, why would you throw her out of a plane and then drop her right in New Babylon? That's a message. And stay away on the weekend. I think they're going to bomb on the weekend. But how would they know that? That doesn't make any sense. We have really good information. Stay away on the weekend. Bomb 5.0. 5.0 is this weekend. Because if it was really, because stay away on the weekend, the bomb would not be for New Babylon, it'd be for everybody. Holy fuck. Well, no, but seriously, though, wait a minute. The bunker showed up 2 weeks ago. That you know of? Well, no, because we've been tracking it. No, but it was old, right? According to Darkstone. So this is the bit where it's confusing. It's got to be stay away on the weekend. On the weekend. Why the weekend, though? Because that means the threat is universal. But whatever that thing is on the weekend must have been known for everybody, because not to like downplay Elena here, but if Elena knows it, something happened. It wasn't just a convo. Something happened here where Lang must have heard some new shit that caused this shit. Because the thing is, why on the weekend? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck happened that was so crazy yesterday that it would have resulted? Because Elena would have had to have known this information, right? It doesn't matter if she embellished it or not, but something happened in this timeline yesterday that was new or they discovered. even if it's embellished, it doesn't matter. She got information that probably was given to everyone in New Babylon, which then caused some spiraling, including Lane getting shit-faced, and a conflict or disagreement over whatever this information is. Because, yes, we based on the Lane conversation, he was, the most reasonable thing is that they burnt a BP, right? They destroyed it, right? Something that made millions of dollars. That likely was speedy, given the guy's fucking completely, like, sat in that passenger seat completely cooked. Knight discussed the common enemy. He mentioned to them about a bunker to look into it. And then more attacks happened, right? So Faceless is trying to fucking completely send a message. But the thing is, though, even despite that, right? And of course, then we've got this mole, which is more than likely they're trying to utilize the police department against New Babylon. But this person doesn't make any sense, because the person who's sending these messages, why McNulty and why Knight? What the fuck? He wanted them to look into it. Knight. Let's go check the DNA. Something happened. Something about Doom happened. Some doomy shit happened, right? The doomy shit that was relayed to probably all of New Babylon. I'm going to make a timeline after this meeting. The third book was overcooked. The third book was overcooked.